Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta.
That probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And, you know, the guy hung in there as long as he could.
After the first round, his eye was bothering him. You could see that he got hit. And at one point, he, like, started covering his eye like this and was kind of, you know, messing with it. And then, you know, Justin just kept busting.
Joe Rogan highlighted a key factor in the matchup. While Holloway is not significantly younger than McGregor, he has remained consistently active against elite competition. Rogan pointed to Holloway's recent success and continued appearances at the highest level as evidence that he enters the fight in strong competitive form. In contrast, McGregor has spent much of that time away from active competition, creating questions about how quickly he can regain his rhythm. According to Rogan, Holloway's activity, experience in recent high-pressure fights, and proven durability could become major advantages as the contest progresses.
Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria, I don't know shit about fighting. I said every single prediction. Later in the week, I'm like, damn.
20%. You gave him 20%.
Yeah, no. There was a little bit, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, Ilia is so fucking confident and so sharp and so skilled, and Gaethje's too wild. Ilia's gonna knock him out. I was like set. My mind was so set on that. He just fucking broke Ilia's face. He broke his mental, and that was like, that's Ilia's at the hospital 100%, probably for the next little while. That was one of the most crazy, inspiring performances I've ever seen.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheekbone.
Is that confirmed?
I'm confirming it. I don't even know.
You're a doctor.
Based on the fights I've seen and the results that we've had back.
And your medical degree.
Yes, I'm actually Dr. Guru here, ready.
Recovering from the damage Topuria reportedly sustained against Gaethje presents a far different challenge than preparing for another fight. As a result, the primary question is no longer whether he will compete again, but when he will be able to return. If the injury concerns prove significant, the focus naturally shifts away from title opportunities and future opponents, and toward rehabilitation and recovery. Before any comeback can be considered, Topuria must first fully heal from one of the most physically demanding and punishing fights of his professional career.
Put Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett. I think that he's gonna.
You think Paddy's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow, really easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a crazy thing to say because Justin Gaethje's a fucking animal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to grapple, and Paddy knows.
But he's a Division I wrestler. He knows how to grapple. You don't think he knows how to grapple? He just chooses not to. He chooses to stand and fight.
I don't think so. Did you ever saw him submitting someone?
I don't believe he's ever submitted someone, but I think that's because he likes to just crush people. He likes to bang it out and fight. He used to fight.
What everyone likes is to dominate people and to win as soon as possible. If you have the ability to submit someone as soon as you can, you would do it.
I think that's your mindset. I think Justin Gaethje's mindset is to be the most violent person alive. The thing is, man, don't think that Justin Gaethje can't win. Like, anybody can lose in an MMA fight. People get hit. Like in Ilia Topuria, one of his early fights, Herbert caught him with a head kick in the first round. Dustin is always just trying to kill you. This is a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy for anybody. He's always moving forward, trying to smash you. He leg kicks you from inside the clinch. People forget it. Gaethje's a warhammer, dude. That guy loves battles. It's not like this tactical take a chance here, take a chance there. No, everything's take a chance. It's like from the very beginning of the fight. Way he fought, you're like, good Lord.
Yeah, he fights
like
savage.
a pit bull.
Rogan's observation reflects what has defined Gaethje throughout his career. Unlike many elite fighters who focus on reducing risk and controlling every aspect of a fight, Gaethje often thrives in chaos. He forces opponents into exhausting exchanges, relentless pressure, and uncomfortable situations where every mistake carries consequences. Against Topuria, that dynamic appeared to become increasingly important as the fight progressed. While Topuria looked sharp and dangerous early on, Gaethje gradually pulled the contest into the kind of grueling battle that has long been his specialty. His ability to absorb adversity, maintain pressure, and remain effective deep into fights has been a hallmark of his success. Looking back, many observers believe the momentum may have begun shifting long before the final moments, as the cumulative effects of Gaethje's style slowly started to influence the direction of the fight.
Main event was the greatest fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Because the guy that won it, Justin Gaethje, was in many books 6-1 favorite, 6-1 underdog rather, which is crazy odds for a guy that was a interim lightweight champion, fought the best of the best, one of the best to ever do it, BMF champion. I mean, just super durable, real dangerous guy. And that's how good Ilia Topuria is. That's how good Ilia Topuria is. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. And Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool.
One of the most notable aspects of Rogan's analysis was the respect he continued to show for Topuria despite the defeat. He emphasized that Topuria remains one of the most talented and complete fighters of his generation, which is part of what made the outcome so surprising. According to Rogan's assessment, there were moments when Topuria appeared close to taking control of the fight, particularly during the early rounds. However, once Gaethje survived that pressure, the dynamic gradually changed. Momentum began shifting. The damage accumulated over time, and Topuria found himself dealing with a level of adversity that he had rarely encountered during his rise through the sport.
He couldn't see out of either eye. He had gotten kneed into the body real bad when he was on the ground. Justin had him down with his two hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage, and you could see him go like that. And that was the end of the round. And then he had to retire on his stool. And you
think he broke a rib?
That probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And the guy hung in there as long as he could, but when you can't see, you can't see. And when you're that battered, sometimes it's smart to stop. And he's a very smart guy, and I think he realized I can't defend myself right now. I can't see.
Topuria's post-fight condition became a major focus, with concerns about facial swelling, possible orbital damage, and vision issues. Many fighters and analysts argued that impaired vision can make a fight significantly more dangerous, leading to widespread debate about whether the bout should have continued as the damage accumulated.
I personally thought it was the most amazing sporting event that I have ever watched in my life. Absolutely pitch perfect. You put your heart and soul into this thing. Your organization put countless hours into putting this fight together on Sunday. You've had a few days now, a lot of money too. You had a few days.
I would never say anything. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring and that's what you want to do, it's probably what you should do. But On the flip side, you just beat an undefeated badass, decisively. Finished him. And I don't know, it's just something that he needs to work out with, himself and his own mind and with his family, obviously.
Yeah, if it is the way he goes out, it's, again...
Topuria reportedly wanted to continue despite the damage, which is typical of elite champions. However, fighters focus on winning, while coaches, doctors, and officials must also consider long-term health. Concerns about possible orbital, eye, and facial injuries quickly shifted attention toward his recovery, as these types of injuries can have lasting physical and psychological effects. That is why many within the MMA community are closely monitoring his rehabilitation and waiting to see how his recovery progresses before discussing a return to competition.